This winter, I opened the snowboarding season not in my local mountains for the first time. I decided to go to a place that is rightfully considered one of the cradles of skiing. A place where people are not just fond of it, but really live it. A place where, surprisingly, you can go without spending a fortune. And I have no clue why the Japanese flag is hanging here, because this video will obviously be about Austria.
As time goes by, oh, I think of you. Memories of a love that once was true.
Anyone who's traveled to the mountains knows that getting there is also part of the adventure. I flew here by Wizz Air, and I had 3 questions for them. First, could I really take 70.5 pounds of sports equipment with me? Second, could my avalanche backpack be considered carry-on luggage? And third, how would they react to this huge bag on my chest? And the answer to all 3 questions was basically positive. Indeed, 70.5 pounds is legit. An avalanche backpack is really considered carry-on luggage, and I guess they didn't even notice this bag. All in all, this was my first positive experience of flying to the mountains with low-cost airlines. I've always associated transferring from the airport to the mountains in Europe with either rented cars or buses as the worst-case scenario. But as it turns out, Austria has a great rail network, so right now I'm waiting for my night train, which will take me directly to the start of the line in St.Anton at 6 a.m. The ticket cost me 50 euros, which includes breakfast, and I hope it includes this baby on board. You know, I'm sitting here waiting for the train, and I'm not at all afraid that it'll be late, that it'll arrive at the wrong platform. Nope, I saw the schedule. It said platform 8, 10:55 p.m. So it'll be here on platform 8, this platform 8, at 10:55 p.m. In an hour, that is. So I'll have to wait a bit. Vlad won't say another word or show cool shots until you hit the subscribe button. Austria is a relatively small country, so a trip from one end to the other takes literally one night. I guess this is what they were thinking when they made the berth so narrow. But a snowboarder chastened by Ukrainian passenger trains won't be frightened by these 3-story berths. The train arrived at the station of the small town of Landic, which is only a 15-minute ride on a morning bus away from the place where we'll settle. Living near the ski lifts is quite expensive here, so my friends who are in charge of housing on this trip rented half a house near the small town of Petnu. It costs us 228 euros per person for 6 days in the most authentic parts of Austria. We basically lived on a farm. There are more cow sheds than houses here. I'll show you a little more of this place when the snow falls and everything turns into a fairy tale. There's a shuttle bus to St.Anton and the ski lifts, and it's free of charge for all ski pass holders. The ski pass is typically the biggest item in the expenditure for skiing in Europe. 6 days cost 300 euros. We got ski passes for 260 euros each because of the low season. Let's have a look at what this money's worth. This whole resort is made for skiers. All these holes, all the racks there, everything is just for skiers. But what about us? On the first day, clearly there is no interesting snowboarding. This snow has been here for a week now, and the forecast shows snowfall tomorrow. So there's nothing to see here yet. Well, maybe except for these views over the resort. To make looking at the ski lifts and the beautiful mountains less boring, let me tell you about this region and why we decided to open the season here. St.Anton is located in the west of Austria in the Arlberg Massif. With this location, it's one of the first to meet the Atlantic cyclones and as a result to take first advantage from the snowfalls in Austria. Like I said at the very beginning, St.Anton is called the Cradle of Skiing. St.Anton got such a high-profile title because a certain Hans Schneider was born and worked here. This respected man came up with a new and revolutionary at the time technique for learning to ski, a snowplow turn. In addition, one of the first ski clubs was registered in St.Anton, and one of the first official ski races was held here. All in all, it's a place with history. The ski area here consists of several valleys connected by a network of 88 lifts. St.Anton is in the top of the largest resorts in Europe, second only to such giants as the French Three Valleys. So if you come here for a week, then there's absolutely no point in bothering with the ski tour or heli skiing, because you won't be able to ski even a bit of the routes available from the ski lifts. By the way, mountain towns are also connected by lifts here, and they look as pretty as a postcard. As you might have guessed from the title of this video, St.Anton is the central city of this region. All the main lifts converge here, all the biggest bars and shops are here, and as a result, the housing is most expensive here. But all these fancy hotels for the rich are definitely not our story. So let's go to our inexpensive housing and wait for snowfalls. Weather forecasts here are almost as accurate as trains. In the evening, the promised snow fell. A lot of snow. Before such a good snowy day, we need to prepare well. Watch some films for the right mood, screw the bindings onto a bigger board, and surf the web a little. Well, maybe not. To show you how bad the Wi-Fi is here, just take a look into this chest of drawers. The Austrians decided to turn off the gondola during this powder day because the weather. This is a real Austrian powder day.
Whoa!
Buddy, why are you sitting here?
Why are you sitting?
Stuck, obviously.
Oh, all right then.
Fuck.
Well, the snow is very rough. The layer is about 30 inches and under it is the ground. That is where it's thinner. I accelerate faster and then just smash to the ground. I'm afraid to see how the sliding base is doing. Will I stop snowboarding? Of course not. What's down there? Where are you? Oh, a dead end, you say? What if you just, go down? Holy crap. Damn. How did the skier get through, I wonder? Well, we're in trouble.
Беда.
Может, таймлапс уже снимать.
Well, yeah, looks like we'll elapse a lot of time here. Might as well go have lunch now. Hey, it's very deep here. Just like Freeride. Damn it. Yes, we're out. What do we say to such a free ride? To hell with it. Which actually means that we'll still go snowboarding and we'll definitely get stuck like this again. Will we regret it? Of course not. Anyway, it's worth it. Let's go back and I'll show you the promised views of our village after the snowfall. Yes, I know. I come to such places for snowboarding once, maybe twice a season while someone lives here all year. To me, this is just a little European dream.
Вот у нас в селе здесь была бы протоптанная дорога, а здесь кто-то в 6:30 встал, сел на трактор, почистил и лег спать. Да.
One of the things that I go to European resorts for is their fancy board shops, where you can touch and see all the latest trends in board building. European board shops are not only about seeing, touching, and trying on everything you want to order later on sale. Here, everyone is really involved. For example, here's a representative of Capita talking about their new line of boards.
Fast and that modern like we are.
For 36 euros a day, you can choose almost any board you like in the board shop and take it with bindings for a test. This way, you can try something new or come here without any equipment at all. Well, if you're one of those guys who rent housing next to ski lifts. What do you do with these test boards after the season?
Like after season.
They don't really get tested too often, so we have like, at the end of the year we have like 20 days on them, 20-25 days, so they're pretty much brand new. I mean,
So you sell them as brand new.
no, of course not. If we sell them at all, it's not a huge discount, to be honest. It's just if they're used like 50 days or whatever, it's something different. But after 20 days, we easily can use them for another year. Otherwise, we would have to order a new one and put a new one in. And,
After this explanation with the flicularist, he removed the films from 2 brand new Korua Shape boards, screwed in new Union Strata bindings, and gave us 2 pretty expensive boards on the security of 1 credit card. Whoa! I could have fallen really deep here. Okay, and what's this? Wow. Well, that's it. I'm not in the pit anymore. That's good. Now I need to get out of here somehow. Let me explain in a few words where I got stuck. There is such a thing as snow wells. They usually form around fir trees when snow is gathered on the branches, and there's a cavity around the trunk. And this is a very dangerous thing that you can fall into with rather sad consequences. From my experience, such small wells can also form around stones. So guys, be careful. Sergey! I got too much of a free ride here. Woohoo! Freedom! Okay, while we're trampling on a flat surface here, let me say a few words about this board. Korua Shapes is a company that decided to play hype on short, wide boards, and now they make many models of different shapes. But with the same idea, it is shorter than usual, wider than usual, and always has a camber and a long rocker nose. And I gotta say that Korua really justifies the hype that they've created around themselves. That is, it carves well on the tracks and swims well in powder, and that's all that you need. Well, if you want to jump and twist on it, then you'd better choose something else. For those with feet slightly longer than 1 foot, like mine, for example, it's also great because all these boards are wider than even wide versions of ordinary boards. So if you have a rich uncle in Austria, or if you can just bring it from abroad, then you gotta do it. Oh, there's a car. For 7 days in the Alps, you're just another tourist who snowboarded on their snow, drank their beer, and only had a glimpse of how all the benefits of European culture and the power of the Alpine mountains are combined in one region. In a week, I didn't manage to find out what this Japanese flag was doing here. Solving this riddle is one of the many reasons to come back here. You know, I've always been a little jealous of the Ukrainians from Kyiv because they have the Carpathian Mountains at a distance of 1 night on the train. Well, now I'm jealous of the lucky citizens of Vienna. They have something even more interesting at a distance of 1 night on the train. I know that many people would like to know more about the travel budget. So I displayed all the expenses that I mentioned or not right here. See what you can save on. I'm sure that you would also like to see more videos from snowboarding, but the thing is that when you go to Europe for 6 days, you do more snowboarding than filming, but I'll definitely make up for it very soon, guys. I promise. So subscribe and see you soon.